Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday Morning Meditation. My name is Kathleen Osmond. This morning's meditation is dedicated to the equinox. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we had the spring equinox yesterday, March the 20th at 11:30 a.m. And I wanted to share a small meditation with you to help you welcome in the equinox and welcome in your own change in season. So, grab your blanket, grab your quiet, comfy spot, and come join me for Monday morning meditation. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday morning meditation. I thought we'd step a little bit sideways on our current journey today. As most of you know, yesterday was the equinox, the spring equinox. So I thought we'd maybe do a little bit of a meditation along those lines today. So just making sure that we're nice and settled into our mats or our bolsters in our quiet place that's away from all of the distractions of the day, all of the things that are yet to be done. My gratitude and my praise to you for taking time out to come and spend some time on yourself. Our shirt today is make yourself a priority. So 2 thumbs up to you for doing so. No matter what time of the day it is, self-care is so important. Let's start with some shoulder rolls, shall we? Inhaling, rolling the shoulders up to the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades together as they roll down the back. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze lower, and let's do one more. Up, squeeze, and lower. Excellent. I'm just going to double check that we're top on the volume. Yes, we are. Now let's do a couple of neck rolls, dropping right ear to right shoulder. Big inhale into all that space as we circle the neck across the back. And slow exhale as we move the chin across the front. Inhaling across back, exhaling across front. And one more time, inhaling across back and exhaling across front. And then we'll go the opposite direction. Inhaling across back, exhaling across front. Try and keep the rest of the body nice and tall. It's just the neck that rotates around the shoulders. And on the third, we come up nice and tall. Deep breath in and out. Good. Now let's close down the eyes and focus on that breath, on that prana, on that energy coming in and out. Follow the flow into the body as it circulates, and then the flow out. Last week, our practice was centered around sharing space with grief or any other strong emotion that came up. Taking an opportunity to step back and see how those emotions express themselves in our physical bodies. Also observing and sharing space with those emotions, feeling that it's okay to do so because they're temporary. All things are temporary. Hoping I feel a little bit of yay that we were able to do so with whatever strong emotions seem to maybe sometimes get in the way of what we want to accomplish in a day or even in a moment. Taking that step back, recognizing that it's okay for them to exist with us, and we can still go on. And not only can we go on, but we can, what's the word I'm looking for? We can be successful at whatever we choose to do. And we address these things with breath and letting the key be that we do it in a mindful way. So, Today we're going to step out of our programming, as I said, to acknowledge and celebrate the spring equinox, which was here March 20th at 11:30 a.m. in the Northern Hemisphere. The spring equinox is a day when we experience equal amounts of day and night. And the name equinox comes from a Latin word that literally means equal and night. It's long been celebrated in a spiritual sense as a season of beginnings and a day of balance. We have an opportunity to come into harmony with ourselves. We're invited to find balance within. The extremes of light and dark, not only on Mother Earth, but within ourselves. Finding balance there, between our heads and our hearts, between our masculine and feminine, and our intellect and intuition. As day and night stand in equality with one another, so too it's our opportunity to do so. So we're going to try a little bit of a different meditation today. Take an opportunity maybe when you're finished or at some point in the day to sit down with maybe a book or a pad or a piece of paper. Write down your thoughts about what you experienced in your meditation, what you see coming out of it, what possibly you learn from it, just as an aside, not a necessity, but the first time I did it, I tried it, so offering it to you as a suggestion. So let's begin. As spring is now upon us, let's take a moment to consider the plants, the grass, the flowers, and the trees that will soon bloom. As we continue to deeply inhale and exhale, let's find that perfect rhythm as we consider the budding of the plants and the grass. Letting that breath settle into a natural, comfortable rhythm as we move our focus to considering spring. As our lawns and earth appear again from under the melting snow, the sun will warm us again, a little more than over the winter. The grass, trees, and early spring flowers will begin to awaken. Gardens will be raked and tended. So let's take yet another opportunity to look at our present lives as a flower about to bloom, or a bud on a tree. As we keep our eyes closed, let's breathe in this image. We're seeing a bud that has not yet bloomed, creating the most vivid image in your mind, the color, that feeling, that expression of excitement just about to open up. Feel the energy bubbling up. See the colors. Smell the smells around you, remembering our 5 senses meditations earlier back. Think about it in that sense. How would it feel if you touched it? How would it feel if you smelled it? Now we have this wonderful image in the mind, creating that bud that's just about to bloom. Now let's work our way down the stalk of the branch and of the plant, down into the soil. Now for each of us, the soil is different. What forms that soil for you? What forms the part beneath that plant? All of the minerals and nutrients, all of the experiences that we have had to date that builds us to be the incredible bud that we are now. What forms it for you energetically, emotionally? Let's think about that for a moment. To whatever feelings and experiences come up, is there anything that comes to the forefront that maybe brought you to this moment, be it a positive or a negative energy? Just think about it for a moment. Or any experiences or feelings that come up. Give those experiences space. Acknowledge them for their part in your coming to this moment, a bud about to open. Let's take one hand to heart. I have one hand, right hand to heart. If your left is more comfortable, that's fine. Let's take a breath in. Let's offer compassion and care for whatever shows up in that earth for us. Like we did in past weeks where we cradled the feelings like a small child. Do that with those experiences. I know that we tend to think of dirt as dark, but in this case, it's the soil, it's those experiences and emotions that helped to cultivate that plant and that beautiful bud that's about to bloom. So they are all equally important and deserve the care and hug and space. Allow them space just for these few moments. We offer compassion and care. Again, regardless of it being a potentially positive or negative experience. Let's take our time here. Let's think about all of the experiences, emotions, people, places, things that got us to this moment. Give each of those things a moment as they form the soil below your bud. Be aware of how your heart feels as these feelings express themselves fully. Now let's ask ourselves, what growth have I experienced as a result of these feelings? How have these moments laid the foundation for my growth? Some moments may offer us wisdom, and others may not. That's okay. Oftentimes it takes years to find the growth in an experience. And sometimes we never find that personal growth. But in this moment, right now, which moments have become the beautiful soil for you? Maybe it's sorrow, maybe it's hurt, maybe it's an expression of great happiness, all equally valid and valuable because they form the soil beneath your plant, beneath your bud that's about to open, your new beginning for this spring. It's the foundation of that flower. Transform it into life force, the force that nourishes our roots, feel the shift. Breathe it in. With each breath, feel that energy strengthen and grow. We're going to feel that energy work its way up through our soil, into the roots of our plant, up the stalk, and right up to that bud. All that energy. We're feeling it all focus now on the excitement of that bud just about to open, to bloom into a genuinely beautiful expression. Focus on the petals now as it opens. What potential lies there in the beauty? Think about what excites you as this flower blooms. We're taking a moment here to focus on the possibility of what's to come. Bringing those hands back to heart. If you've removed them, I tend to talk with my hands, so back they come to my heart. One or both. Breathe into our hearts as we think about the possibilities of what's to come. Breathing into the possibility. Think of it expansively and how big could it even get? Allowing the energy of this excitement, of this expansion, of this opening, expand all the way to the tips of our fingers, the top of our head, all the way to the bottom of our feet. The energy is embracing us and filling every part of our being. Feels so good. Let's stay with this feeling for just a little bit, a couple of breaths. Smile on your faces, I hope. Being aware of all that you experienced to get here. All the energy and work that you put in to get here. And feel the absolute and utter awesomeness of your blooming. Of the new things yet to discover. Possibly new paths to investigate. New opportunities to explore. A couple of breaths here as we consider the countless possibilities ahead. With an open mind, an open heart, and that thought in the back of your mind of that beautiful flower that you just bloomed, and all your experiences that got you here. Now let's take 3 breaths together as we slowly lower the chin to the chest. Deep breath in and out. In, out. And last breath in and out. Making that last thought as we end our meditation today, that beautiful flower in your mind. And now with chin to the chest, let's slowly open our eyes and raise our heads back up. Excellent. Take a moment today to write down what you felt and experienced during this meditation. Journaling is a great tool. Try and adapt it for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything special. Maybe you have a small book or binder or, one of those little small spiral ones somewhere. I hide mine under the seat in my seat here in the office. So when I need to sit down and write down or sort out my thoughts, it's right there. You can do the same. After writing down what you felt and experienced, I encourage you to write a list of care instructions for your beautiful flower. Self-care. Make yourself a priority. What kind of conditions do you think your flower needs to survive? What do you think would make it thrive? Write them down so you can refer back to it at a later time. Does it require lots of light? How often does it need to be proverbially, that's a toughie, watered? Make this a fun exercise for yourself. How can you cultivate those wonderful things that you just saw blooming in your flower? Write your thoughts down so you can go back and take a look at them when you feel like you're off the track, not quite where you want to be. When you're done with your lists and your thoughts, maybe you want to post them somewhere where you can come back and refer to them, or keep them in your book like I do, tucked under the pillow of my seat. It's my stuff. I'm not a big sharer of that kind of stuff. If you are, wonderful. Share this with someone else. Allow them to experience what you experienced. This spring, let's fully embrace the person that you're becoming. Honor that person in your experiences. Even in the experiences that got you here, even if they weren't all that present, they were all pivotal in getting you to this point, to where you are. We are all blossoms in rooted soil. Now, as we close our meditation today on the spring equinox, welcome to spring to all of you. Welcome to the sun. Thank you for coming back. I'm going to go stand out and do one of these in my backyard today. I want to invite you again, my weekly invitation. Spend some time with self. Self-care, so important. Make yourself a priority. Spend a few moments each day sitting in silence. Use any of the practices we've used to date. If they resonate with you, use them. So important to feel that calm and focus and steadiness, and meditation and reflection help us get there. Walking and breathing. Take that screen break from the computer, please, please, please. Find a few moments to sit in nature. I can hear the birds outside now. What a welcome thought for me. What a welcome sound. I love it. We have doves in our backyard. They've come back. I'm getting ready to put my hummingbird feeder out. Give time to whatever resonates with you. Use that as your meditation. Remember to incorporate your 5 senses in every part of your few moments with yourself. Find new ways to experience things that till now have just felt repetitious and just like something you have to do. Enjoy it as though it's the first time you're doing it. That helps us spend some time each day in a mindfully focused way. Now, let's bring our hands to heart center. A little bit of a rub. Hands to heart. Deep breath in and out. Namaste, my friends. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty and I hear your need. I feel your feelings and my wisdom flows from the deepest source. I salute that source in you. Let's work together for unity and love. My thanks again to Mahatma Gandhi, my favorite quote. Have a wonderful week, my friends. Enjoy your blooming. And I hope to see you back again next Monday for another Monday morning meditation. I hope you enjoyed our meditation, my friends, this morning. Our spring equinox meditation. Please don't forget to take a few moments to write down your thoughts, your reflections, and your care list for your beautiful bloom. Self-care is so important. Take the time. Nothing but positive for you. Please take a moment to like the video, hit the bell, be subscribed. I'm trying to release a new video each week. Also take a moment to check out our Facebook group. The link is below. It's a community full of people where fellow teachers and myself offer free content, yoga classes, health and wellness initiatives, all for free. And we'd love for you to join our community. It's growing and it's wonderful. So take a check out on it below. You can click on the link, answer a few not difficult questions, and join the community. Have a great day and a great week, and I hope to see you next week for another Monday morning meditation. My name is Kathleen Osmond. Namaste.